On the record, the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Earl Mott, 23-02813, 23-03108.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dwayne Silverthorne from the Office of Public Defender on behalf of Robert Earl Mott, who is now standing to my right at counsel table.
Today was the date set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
Your Honor, my understanding that the defense would like to make a motion.
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to ask that the timeline be waived and be given some additional time. I have not had an opportunity to meet sufficient time with Mr. Mott. My schedule did not permit me to go to the Carson City Correctional Facility since I got this case. And the MDOC has instituted a new system for Polycom use, but neither I nor my paralegal Kayla Douglas have been able to successfully navigate that until attempted. We're sure that we'll be able to, but we haven't been able to. These are two separate cases. He's not particularly prejudiced as he's currently under sentence with the MDOC. So it wouldn't need to be a particularly long period of time, but we would like some more time.
Didn't we know this before MDOC brought him all the way here? Didn't we know that you weren't ready to proceed before MDOC brought him here?
There was a question of whether or not I would run it, and I really can't make that decision until I talk to Mr. Mott. So I had anticipated the court would ask that because it does inconvenience the MDOC. But again, I don't know how I can make a decision on that basis because in the discussion that I've had with Mr. Mott in the last half hour, we frankly went back and forth between just simply waiving it, which would have been effective, or waiving the title. I mean, I had to explain to him the differences and the pluses and minuses of the two. So I apologize for that. But I don't see how it could have been anywhere different, short of my being able to speak with Mr. Mott.
I just want to clarify, I'm not concerned about inconveniencing the MDOC. They're paid to do the job that they're doing. So that's not an inconvenience. I'm concerned about misuse of tax dollars transporting prisoners. That's my concern. That could have been avoided, I believe. Because my recollection is that you hadn't spoken to him even last week at the PCC. And so if you knew you weren't gonna be able to get out there, we got two cases. I think it should have been reasonable to ask for this to be treated as another PCC. And then we could avoid having him written here for this purpose. That's my belief, but you obviously know better about your understanding of the evidence. But if you hadn't spoken to him prior to today, I don't know how you're moving forward if your first time talking to him is today.
That's correct. And with all due respect, I could have asked for another PCC, but that would be in effect not different really than waiving the timeline because it actually pushed it out. And I'm very respectful of the defendant's right to have it timely. We even discussed today the fact that I was prepared in terms of the discovery to do a preliminary examination today. And it all stems from not being able to speak with Mr. Mott. Again, normally it hasn't been difficult. We could either visit prior to the new policy, we could either visit, I didn't have time to do that, or we could arrange a phone call. And I've done that many, many times. That has now been changed to where it's a Polycom. You set up an account with passwords, and it hadn't been arranged. In fact, nobody in our office has done it thus far. So this is a test case, and unfortunately, it falls to me.
I understand it. Understandable. If you encounter any concerns, I have some connections over there. Okay.
I will remember that, Your Honor.
Yeah. Okay. Before I took the bench, I was the litigation manager. So the current litigation manager was one of my assistants. We can make sure you get in contact with your client if you need help navigating the system. However, just let us know beforehand so we can call off the writ and then get it set for a Polycom next time so that we're not bringing inmates here unnecessarily. That's all I'm asking for. Mr. Mott, are you willing to waive the timeline so that the matter can be reset, giving you and your attorney further time to discuss the nature of the charges, discuss the discovery, and formalize your defense?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Anyone threatening you to waive the right to have your examination within 21 days of your arraignment? Okay. April 17. Does April 17 work for you? At 9:30.
Actually, it does, Your Honor. Thank you.
April 17th at 9:30. Any additional matters for today's record?
I'll put it through the word. Thank you.
Now for the defendant, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, you're welcome.
Are we speaking with you?
He's in prison, so I think we're gonna be okay. Let's see, Bispy's in custody? Yes, because he could be brought up.
Your Honor, just to give you a heads up on Mr. Bispy, we're going to drop pursuing the A and B, and I think at the last hearing, the court already accepted his retail fraud plea. So we'll just go from there with the retail.
Okay, let me. This is set for.
It was set for, I think it was set for an exam, but our expectations was that we were gonna try again with the plea. We're just not gonna pursue the A and B count and just stick with the retail fraud count that he already does.
Oh, okay, I had to refresh my recollection.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to move forward with the plea to retail fraud?
Yes, Your Honor. I think
I
that
thought that we had sufficient factual basis, I just probably didn't complete the plea. That's what.
that's correct, because we were talking about the knife.
Got it.
I think
Okay.
it's ambiguous enough with what happened with the knife. I'm not interested
No
in.
problem. We'll have him brought up and complete the plea for the retail fraud. And then there was no restitution, correct?
No, well, no, not that anybody's required. It was a single ice cream cone that he took.
Oh, okay.
I think we're more concerned with his mental health than we are with the restitution in this fact.
Is there, how long has it been in custody?
20 days. I think he was arrested on the date, and that was the February 15th when it occurred, and he was apprehended less than an hour after that. So that would be 14 days in February, and then through today would be 6 more days for a total of 20 days.
Sounds good. Okay. Take care of that today. I guess I should have told him. You said what?
No.
Was he downstairs?
Yeah, Marshall is here.
Marshall is here?
And you're waiving Boer, Ms. Wanji?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I saw Mr. Palmer.
I'm here, Judge. I'm just
Oh.
hiding behind your monitor.
Sorry. Okay, Mr. Palmer, you have Hassan and Hodges
I have Hassan, Hodges, and
and
Love.
Love. Okay,
I anticipate Love will probably be a nollie. Mr. Hodges is a waiver. Those two are in custody. And Mr. Hassan is present in the courtroom, and that will be a preliminary exam.
But just be
Okay.
clear, we're not going to nolly,
Or, yeah,
but
right,
it's gonna be a dismissal.
right. Yes,
okay, we need to have it brought up, or do you want to waive that presence for this purpose?
I can waive his presence, and I'll go down and meet with him and
Okay.
let him know.
Sounds good. On the record in the matter, The people of the state of Michigan versus Elliott Lamar Love, 25-004773. Appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Palmer, the Public Defender's Office, on behalf of Elliot Love. Mr. Love is in custody and downstairs. I will waive his appearance for purposes of this hearing.
Today is the date and time set for preliminary examination. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, people have not had contact with their main witness, and the witness is not present, therefore people are unable to proceed. And I expect the testimony.
Thank you, Your Honor. Defense moves to dismiss for prosecutor's inability to prove probable cause.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor. Thank
No,
you.
Your Honor. And Judge, if I could just have 2 copies of the dismissal, I'll take one down and provide it to Mr. Love.
No problem.
Thank you.
And then we are running Hassan, and then we're gonna bring Hodges up.
Yeah,
Okay, so we bring 4 Hodges. Just to clear as well. And then Ms. Wanji, what are we doing with Marshall?
We are expecting to make a motion for dismissal.
That's correct. The same deal, unable to get in touch with the victim. Then, when the court is ready, Mr. Zena is here with his client, Mr. Center. We've been notified that our witness is not going to be present.
For who?
For Center. That's scheduled at 9:30.
Okay. Okay, on the record, in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Rashawn Marshall, 25-004880. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I need you on chief from Mr. Marshall?
Mr. Marshall is scheduled for preliminary examination today. This was for weapons charges. How are we proceeding?
Our witness is not present this morning, and therefore we are unable to proceed. We expect defense to make a motion.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. We will request a dismissal because the prosecutor is unable to show probable cause.
The witnesses on the felonies are not officers?
No, this was, no, that's correct, Your Honor. They only have one witness who can testify as to the allegations in this matter, and that witness is not available.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we are not able to do it without the victim.
Okay, sounds good. A motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. The people do have the right to reissue this against you. Do you understand? I don't understand. So you're not. So, okay, do you have any questions for the court? Get your copy of dismissal in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you. Asking about his data.
He has to go back to Ingham County and have it removed. We will notify them that you're coming to have it removed. That's Mr. Bisbee.
Yes, ma'am.
You can go right there. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Devon Bisbee, 25-004779. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dwayne Silverline from the Office of Public Defender. I'm Ron Rashad Bisbee, who's standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Bisbee, how are you today?
I'm doing fine, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Okay, so we're here today. I believe that there was the last time we were here, an attempt to do a plea, and now the plea is being amended for you to move forward with the count 2 of retail fraud, added count 2 that is, of retail fraud 3rd degree. That's accurate?
That is accurate, Your Honor. People are no longer going to, the people have changed the plea offer. The plea offer in this case, as the court stated, is simply to plead guilty to the added count 2 retail fraud 3rd, the balance to be dismissed.
Do you still wish to accept that plea offer, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And I previously went over your rights with you, and that's your right to remain silent and not have silence to be used against you, your right to proceed to trial, and that is a jury trial, and the right to have the prosecution prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You don't have to present any evidence. You can maintain your silence, or you can waive your silence at trial and testify if you'd like. You also have the right to have witnesses subpoenaed that will testify on your behalf. You understand that those are all rights you would have to give up to accept the offer to plead guilty to retail fraud,
Yes, ma'am.
3rd degree. Anyone threatening you to give these rights up?
Oh, no.
Any promises being made to you if you waive these rights?
Oh, no.
Okay. And you're not on probation or parole, correct?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that by pleading guilty to retail fraud, you may need to report that to your current employer or to a future employer.
Yes, ma'am.
As to the added count 2 of retail fraud, how do you plead? Factual basis, counsel.
Tuesday, I'm gonna take you back about almost 2 weeks ago. On or about February 15th this year, were you at a location of 401 South Pennsylvania Avenue? Yeah, that location.
Marathon?
The Marathon Station.
Yes, sir.
Was that in the city of Lansing?
Yes, sir.
David, Michigan County, Lincoln?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, did you take an ice cream cone that was offered for sale that you would have normally had to pay for? That's an ice cream bar, okay? And you knew that it was for sale, correct?
Yes.
And you left the store with it, correct?
Yeah.
And you had no intention to pay for that bar? Did you eat the bar?
I did.
And you never returned to pay for it either, then,
No,
did
sir.
you? Thank you.
People are saying.
The court satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Any objection to immediate sentencing on this?
No, you're not.
You want to make allocution?
Just briefly, at an ice cream bar, I and Nagel were both able to see, it was caught on camera, and it appeared he was in distress at the time. But he remembers he took the bar, he ate the bar. I would ask the court to give him a sentence commensurate with the crime.
Yeah, what matters pending? Was being held.
I think he had something just recently resolved or something still open. Let me check.
Still have charges. That's pending. That's ongoing.
From what I can tell, it looks like there's at least 2 others, both misdemeanors. One is set for final pretrial in this court on the 24th of this month for, it's like an attempt RNO.
Or they said home invasion. They said breaking in. But
Okay,
you know,
I just wanted, okay, just wondering.
819 Vine Street.
Mr. Bisbee, are you getting any mental health at this time?
Yeah.
Where
CMH.
you're engaging with CMH
Yes, ma'am.
consistently?
Consistent.
Okay, what else are you doing with your time?
I like.
Like what?
Currently gonna try to enroll in LCC.
You're trying to enroll, what's prohibiting you from actually enrolling?
Going up there.
You said what?
Just going up there.
So you're just gonna go up there and do it then, correct? Okay, and I know that you have resources to help you do that, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you need to do that and stay out of trouble, sir. You need to use your energy for something more positive towards yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Putting yourself in this position where you were just facing life before you walked in here over an ice cream cone is absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, ma'am.
So you get connected to the resources that I know that you have in the community and even in your family. So I believe I know your aunt. You need to get connected and you need to get some help and you need to stay stable, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna credit you time served. You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If the court's ready, I think we are good to go on Mr. Center. Mr. Center is present as is his attorney.
We need to bring up, which is gonna be a waiver. And what do we do with Hodges again?
That's a waiver. Judge.
Wait, they both can be brought up.
Okay.
Mr. Zany here on center. This is the state of Michigan versus Andrew Joseph Center, 24-03692. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Edward Zane, on behalf of Mr. Center, he's present to my right, Your Honor.
Center was scheduled today for a preliminary examination. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, necessary witness is not present this morning in this matter, and therefore the people are unable to proceed. I expect the press to make a motion.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. That means the people can reissue the charge against you, okay? Do you have any questions? Your copy of dismissal in just a moment. Any additional matters?
Oh, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you have a copy for-
Yep. Right here.
All right, while we're waiting for somebody to be brought up, may I step up and just?
Yes. Here you go, Mr. Holman.
Oh,
I looked at the dash cam. Wait, really? I thought the last one I saw was.
Last one was Boer.
Oh, door, okay, sorry.
do you want me to just hold on to this until he comes up, or
Well, she's probably gonna need to call the case, but
Oh,
so only one
that's-
person has to sign it.
that's not Mr. Hodges? Mr. Hodges is getting the picture.
Okay, maybe it's Boer. Oh,
Where you want to say that?
She's calling.
It's $3. Okay. Oh,
Why don't you grab your bags?
thank you.
right here, still.
All right.
See that?
This says that you as the defendant understand that you have to win term. Right to preliminary examination must be followed upon signing that you voluntarily waive the right to preliminary examination without understanding your conduct in the circuit court on the charges in the Supreme Court. And for question. So I'm just gonna have you sign. Yeah. All right, let me try to. Yeah, either way. Yeah, might help.
March.
Hopefully not formal. That's for your easement. Yeah, no, I. Judge, may I approach?
Yes. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Boer. This is 25-00425. Yes, please. She can stay there. There's Mike.
Good morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor, and yet you want.
Today was the date scheduled for preliminary examination on a controlled substance charge. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that the defense is going to be waiving their right to the preliminary exam. The people will also unconditionally waive their right to hold the exam. There is no offer on the, to put on the record at this time, but a resolution will be determined.
Mr. Boer, that's how you want to proceed? You do not wish to have a preliminary examination? Okay, you understand that you have the right to have that examination and the right to require that the prosecutor put forth evidence on the record that establishes sufficient probable cause that the crime being charged was committed and probable cause to charge you as the person who committed the crime. You understand that? Okay, anyone threatening you to get you to waive the exam?
No.
Any promises being extended to you if you waive your exam?
No.
You waive it freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
Your bind over date is gonna be March 19th. That's the date the circuit court will get the file from the district court. You do not need to appear in circuit court on that date, okay?
Okay.
Your next court date will be a pre-trial in circuit court. Your attorney will be made aware of that date. Do you have any questions at this time?
Go ahead.
I was set at 1,010%. That will continue. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, you're not. Thank you.
You're all set. Thank you. Is there a question?
So we're
What
gonna,
was that? What was the bind over date again?
The 19th.
Oh, thank you.
See, we seen Archie White.
no, ma'am.
I see Mr. Moats in the hallway, but
I was just gonna say the same. I can check with Mr. Milks, maybe he's got his client out in the hallway.
let me handle this matter first. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Martin Hodges, 25-00448, appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Robert Palmer of the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Hodges, who is seated to my right, with court permission to ask that he allowed to remain seated. He's in the chair.
Typically let or allow people who are in wheelchairs to stand up in court, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. I have a preliminary examination scheduled today for Mr. Hodges. There was possession of meth, possession by prohibited and weapons, felony firearms. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that the defense is going to choose to waive their right to hold the preliminary exam. The people will also waive their right to hold the preliminary exam. As I understand it, the offer at the moment is that upon successful waiver, the people will, and bind over to the circuit court, the people will drop the felony firearm in counts 3 and 4 of the felony information.
That's accurate, Mr. Plummer.
That is accurate, Your Honor, and to be clear, all parties, including my client, have already signed the waiver of preliminary exam forms contained in the form.
Mr. Hodges, you understand your right to have a preliminary examination here in the district court? You understand that the purpose is to require that the prosecution establish that they have sufficient probable cause that the felonies were committed and then probable cause sufficient to charge you as the person who committed it. You understand the purpose?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to unconditionally waive your right to have a preliminary examination?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
No,
Any promises being extended to you if you waive your exam?
other than dropping those 2 times, no.
Oh, okay, very good. And then you're waiving it freely and voluntarily then, correct? Your bind over date is going to be March 19th. You do not have a court appearance on that date, okay? That's just the date the circuit court gets the file from the district court. Your next court date will be a pre-trial in circuit court, and your attorney will be made aware of that.
And
You have a question?
I was just wondering if you let me know whenever that is.
Yeah.
Last
Oh,
time I
absolutely.
did this, it took 4 months. And I
Absolutely.
just worried the whole time.
It won't take 4 months before you get an next court date, that's for sure. They'll get set a date after
I
the
mean, nobody
19th.
told me when it was. so I worried the
Oh,
whole
okay,
time.
well, I don't know who that was, I'm sorry that you had that experience. Mr. Palmer will make sure he notifies you, I'm positive of that, okay?
So you just said that. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Bond was set at 5,010%, that will continue. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
I don't have anything else. I'm not addressing bond. He's got other matters that are holding him at the circuit court.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you. As soon as we have the date, I'll let you know. Okay, I'll do it.
I think the other day you referred to is Jonathan Foreman, remember him?
Yeah.
He told me, remember how we talked about how he had that other case? That's in his name. I think that's what's happening.
I thought we could get some kind of report that way. But what I have is today's court date. And then when I went to, we
Yeah, all right.
And then it's all on the same paper.
Got it. I'll look into it and I'll see. You don't have a date on this case as of now, okay?
Let's see, we don't need to bring anybody else up. Let's see, McClinton is represented by Perone. Have we seen Perone?
Yes.
Perone is here? That's why I asked. I knew you were here. I don't know where your attorney is. And then we can check with Mr. Milks to see if his client is here. If not, we're ready to call Hassan.
We'll see if I can catch Mr. Kristen in the hallway. Carter's in the hallway. I haven't seen Mr. Milks. Mr. Carter's in the hallway. I think Mr. Williams is going to be in adjournment since his client is in the hospital.
Okay, done. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ricky Williams, 25-00342, appearance please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
May it please the court, David B. Carter Jr. on behalf of Mr. Williams, who is not present. I think I informed the court last week that my client was in the hospital due to his cancer issue. As an update, I received update that he had surgery at Henry Ford, where they removed the T1 vertebrae because of the cancer in that. He's going to need some time to recuperate. I asked the court to set this out 45 days. He's also then will seek bone marrow testing to see what the next step is for him.
The court will find good cause to go beyond the 21 days based on the defendant's health and reset this matter. April 24th at 8:30. April 24th at 8:30. And you can let us know if we need to put out further via email.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing, people.
Not the defense. Thank you. Thank you.
And you say you did not see Mr. Milks out there?
I did not. Your Honor, may just have one more moment to just go check on a couple of issues with some.
No, I'm gonna go look for Mr. Milks.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No.
Okay.
What's that? Yeah, we're waiting for the judge to call. Yeah, so. No, I know that they, because yours is running, they usually wait. The ones that are going. Usually go. Judge, you,
They don't see trouble, you can already go
no, you're
to the
good.
courtroom.
She's on you.
No, I know. I threatened to pay your service. She said, okay, I'll suspend it.
All right, so.
Dick.
Yeah, you're ready for 30 days, buddy.
Keisha.
Hey, let me ask you.
Okay, I'm gonna warn.
Thank you.
All right. Seated. Okay, his client's not here. I talked to Mr. Milks, he has not had contact with his client, so I'm gonna issue a warrant.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, I already know how the court feels about this, but I've been in touch with my officer witness on Hassan since 7 o'clock, since 7:20 this morning.
Palmer here.
Well, I just explained to him, actually, yeah, let's to avoid. I'm trying to. I don't want to. So, yeah. Just so the court is aware, I've been in touch with my witness since 7:20 this morning. I've informed him that I'm expecting this to run at 9:20. I confirmed that this is definitely running. He's going to be here. And as of 10:04, I was informed by my witness that he is heading into town, but he was 2 hours away. So I don't know when he's going to be here.
Heading into town, from where?
He said when I've spoke to him before, I know he lives 45 minutes away. I don't know what he's doing 2 hours away. I encourage officers to check in with me over text message. That way I can keep them up to date if they're working or just getting off shift. But if you're 2 hours away, obviously that system does not work. I'm going to ask that we wait until my witness gets here, but I'm already aware of the court's.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Abdul Hassan 25-0047-457. FT, appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt, thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Palmer of the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Hassan, the gentleman who's standing to my right.
So prior to going on the record, Mr. Nagel, you were explaining that your officer notified you that you've been in contact with him all day, essentially. He notified you that he was still about 2 hours away.
He said he started from 2 hours away. He said he's heading into town now. I don't know what that means time-wise. I'm guessing he's driving. I don't want to continue to text him if he's driving. I don't have a timeline for when he'll be here.
Well, let's see if he'll pick up a phone and tell us where he is.
I can do that, Your Honor.
We'll wait.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, where are you?
Eight 30 and 10, 15, right? So what he was saying, that other guy.
I didn't know he was one officer.
Saying,
I don't know your brother.
he got a text from the officer saying that the officer was on his way, and at some point he said something about being 2 hours away. Like he was driving here, but he's still 2 hours away.
From Michigan to somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where he's coming from, but Matt, the prosecutor, was trying to figure out what time are you gonna be? So.
Back on the record.
Sorry, Your Honor. So witness says he's 30 minutes away, Your Honor.
Where is he driving from?
He's driving from his home. He says, I don't know where exactly he lives, but I know it's about 45 minutes from the court.
Oh, so even though he knew he was scheduled to be here at 8:30, and even though you talked to him at 7:20, and made him aware that you knew this was gonna run, he decided he was gonna leave his house 15 minutes ago. Oh. How you want to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the defense is ready to proceed with preliminary examination. My client's been here since, I think, 8:15. He's been prompt. He's ready to go. I would move for dismissal of the process. I know it's not Mr. Nagel's fault by any stretch of the imagination, but
Has nothing to do with Mr. Nagel, and this is an ongoing issue we've been having with the Lansing Police Department. I don't know much about this officer in particular, but they're pulling people over or charging them, seeking these charges. They need to get to court. And so the motion is granted without prejudice.
thank you, Judge. And could I just have a copy of the
Yes,
paperwork
you will.
dismissing the case? Thank you.
The people do have the right to reissue this charge against you, Mr. Hassan. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I've not seen Mr. Perone. Have I seen Mr.
I've
Perone?
not seen them at all.
Oh, I thought I saw you walk out with somebody.
That's Mr.
I think
McClinton,
that was your.
but I didn't see Mr. Perone.
That was my cousin.
Have you-
I see.
Have you spoken to,
Yes, he told me he was on his way this morning. I called him. So he said he'd be here.
This is Adam Piper's case. I did see Adam this morning. He's,
I've seen Adam Pfeiffer
Yeah.
today. He was in Florence when I went to go find Mr. Mills. I need to know if someone can call Mr. Perone. On his way.